there's Cumberland. Room in Cumberland. You can see what it looks like when you come in. Destroy all the bikes. Got bike parts. Maintenance happening on the floor. Tents drying in the closet. Laundry's being done. Everything's airing out. Getting ready to do dinner somewhere.
We're in Cumberland now, and Bracken spraying off the bikes at the bike wash that is part of the Fairfield Inn and Suites Hotel. They're definitely used to catering to bikers. You can park your bike out here, or you can take it in your room up the elevator, no problem. So we came in and unloaded all of our gear and are taking this opportunity to get the C&O mud gunk off of our bikes so we can start clean on the Gap Trail tomorrow.
All right, we are just leaving the hotel, getting ready to jump on the Gap Trail and head out. Check in when we get to some of those sites along the way. Coming up to the old 1911 Brush 1911 Ghost Tunnel. Still climbing up from the valley. Continuing to make our way up. We only 7 miles from Frostburg, which we were going to stop there for lunch, but it's only 9:41, so we have early lunch. We'll probably be there within an hour, even with stops. I don't know. Maybe that'd still work out. A little train stop. Stop and stretch. I don't think I've said anything about it yet, but this rail line is like an old steam engine. It just goes back and forth between Cumberland, and it makes the climb up to Frostburg. So it will be with us until we get to Frostburg, but then after we do lunch, we're going to continue climbing for another 5 or 6 miles to the Continental Divide, where we'll go through a couple big tunnels and then cross over, and it'll be all downhill from there to Pittsburgh. Here's the profile of what we've been doing. We started in DC DC all the way up to Cumberland over the course of 4 days. Now we are at Frostburg. In a few miles, about 8 miles, we'll be at the Continental Divide. Headed downhill to Rockwood tonight. Tomorrow we go from Rockwood to Connellsville, which is not on this map. And then from Connellsville we'll go over towards West Newton in a day, and then the next day West Newton over to Pittsburgh. Well, Frostburg was a bust. I thought it was going to be a town right on the greenway thing. It was not. So now we're just going to keep moving. This is the Borden Tunnel. Back in 1911 this thing was built. No lights. Let's see if I can turn mine on. It's actually a road in here. Paved road. Sounds like Sarah's listening to Celtic music. Nope, Dixie Chicks. Those are cones over here on the left side. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Sides are concrete, not brick like the other tunnels we've seen. Or, yeah, concrete. Must be doing some construction in there. Too bad that's not a wood pile food trailer right there. I could go for some barbecue right now. All right, here she is. Mason and Dixon. That's the line. Right there. Pennsylvania, Maryland. Entering the Big Savage Tunnel. This one is 3,400 and something feet long. It looks like it's stone wall. Which is pretty cool. But let's
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
Eastern Continental Divide. Windmill up in the distance. The gap so far since we've crossed over the bridge has just, or since we've crossed the Continental Divide, it's been like really fast and in really great shape. So we feel like we're being tricked, and at any moment it's going to go back uphill, but it's not supposed to. Just passed an older couple. They were heading uphill. The old man looked at us and said, "Good luck, kids."
Don't take me and call it kids.
That's right. Thoughtful. So according to the guys we met earlier, they read some signs about this. I think it's this bridge. They said that it was engineered in a way that common laborers could put it together. the way it looks like this. So it's kind of like a connector set, or connects, or Legos or something. Anybody can bolt it together. Pretty neat. We're heading down into Mayersville to go get some food. It's gonna be a long walk back up to the trail. To a viaduct. I don't know the name of this. You know the name of this, Sarah? Salisbury Viaduct. This bridge, long bridge, taking us over the highway. Clouds are looking really nasty. There's a tropical depression or something moving in up the coast of North Carolina. We're trying to make it at least to camp before storms come in tonight, and then the next 3 days we're looking splotchy. Maybe some storms, maybe not. Went out to eat for lunch in Myersville, and bumped into someone, a family that was, they're going to be staying where we're staying tonight, and they stayed where we stayed last night, so now we have bumped into them all trip that we have now, and so probably be playing leapfrog with them. They look like they're moving faster than us though. See how things go for the rest of the trip. Made it into camp. Fire's going. They've got wood here for us with a little shelter over it. Dinner's cooking. Tent set up. We've had showers. Luckily this campsite has showers, even though they're like half a mile away. And staying dry for the moment. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be wet all day. All right, I wanted to quickly give you a run through of our bike setups and what we've got going on for the trip. So on my bike, this is a Moto Bikane. It's from bikesdirect.com. It's a single speed. It's the Phantom Cross disc Uno. So single speed disc brakes. It's got wider than road bike tires on it, but not quite like mountain bike tires on it. So on the back bag, this is a Rock Bros bag from Amazon. It's waterproof. I keep my sleeping bag in it. I keep all my clothes in it. I keep my there's like a sleeping bag liner that I put in there. My raincoat is in there, and I think that's it. We've got like a beer bag line that we keep in there, bike lock, that kind of stuff. And my frame bag, that one is it's the Rock Bros frame bag, same one that Sarah has on her bike. So I'll keep all our bike tools in there, and my mask in there. It's during COVID-19, so we have to have a mask everywhere we go in to any establishment we go into. We have to have that on right now. And I'm trying to think what else I keep in there. Like deodorant, Vaseline for healing. I've got I can't even remember what's in there. I've got a little towel in there and headlamp in there. There's like some my first aid kit, which is not a lot. There's some chain lube in there, and then there's some toilet paper. We heard reports that all of the places where all the outhouses and things that we would pass, all the bathrooms had the excuse me, had the toilet paper stolen from them. So I've been using this as like a food bag, this like gas tank bag. So food from the day, this is just stuff that's left over. There's like the RX bar, there's some Mio, there's some of these shot blocks. They're good for like, oops, I'm not even showing it. These shot blocks, they're good for like giving some extra sodium through the day, so you don't, you can absorb the water that you're drinking. There's some crackers right there that I didn't eat today. Yeah, some like Italian seasoning or something from lunch, chapstick, anything I want to get to quickly. Water is a big concern. We were out of, like from halfway through the CNO trail, there's no water. So we really cameled up. So I've got 2 bottles, 1 liter bottles on my forks. I've got 2 more liters inside my frame. My bars, on my bars, I've got a phone mount for when we're navigating in a city. I've got our computer that's keeping up with all of our mileage, and my light, which the O-ring is busted off of it, and it's going to rain on us tomorrow and the next day, so it's probably not going to work anymore, but it's been really good in tunnels. We've got our bell that is super helpful in towns or in crowded greenways. Sarah's bike has got my stinky jersey drying out on it. So this is her bike from Dick's Sporting Goods. We thought we were going to bring her mountain bike, but we ended up using this one instead, and I put some wider tires on it. So that is the same frame bag that I've been using. She keeps the bike pump in there, and I don't even know. She's got mask, toiletries. What else?
My phone if it's raining.
Phone, yeah, if it's raining, that kind of stuff. This little bag on her handlebars she uses for like quick access stuff, snacks, phone, map, things like that. We've got some little rubber bands and stuff. Her bike, because it's such a small frame, I had to add a bottle cage up top, which is good because it's keeping the gravel out of her water bottles, and mine is just getting full of it. We've got 1 extra tube there and an inflator kit inside of this cool Shimano bag that I found somewhere that zips up, but it's made of a tube. On her bike rack, this is the one that's got all of her clothes in it, pillow that she brought, just clothes and that kind of stuff. In the back pocket, we've got tubes jammed in there for if we have any punctures.
Scrubbing bubble wipes so that...
Yeah, wipes for all these nasty bathrooms that we've been using. Actually, most of them have been clean. We've really lucked out, and they've cleaned the bathrooms right before we've come through somehow, almost every time. That bag is our food bag. So we've got some like various clips and things on it, but we've had to use those at different times. Hang bear bags, we use that one, and we've used some of these for when we had extra water bottles, like 3 liters of water that we kept up here on the back rack or the pizza rack, because we've had to transport pizza from Pizza Hut to our campsite or to our hotel room, so we've put it up there. We keep the tent poles back here too, just sticking out the back. They are actually my trekking poles for when I go hiking. The tent is a Z-Packs Z-Packs Hexamid Twin, I think. So it's just basically a Cuban fiber tarp, and then it's got a bug net floor and bug net floor, and then I got the Cuban fiber liner to go underneath it as well.
As the night wore on, the rain began to fall. Reports from home said that our aging dog wasn't doing well. We began to hatch a plan to lay down big miles tomorrow. If we could cover over 70 miles in one day, then it would cut a day off our trip, allow us to beat the approaching tropical depression, and get home to our family. It would also mean that tomorrow would be our last night in a tent.